Okay, I'm back. Also, two more things that I want to cover, and then it's almost time to go. And also with the parking, I'm parked closest to the Frontier Tower, but in the Adventure Tower, it's a lot more quiet because there's so much traffic. I want to touch what I was saying about and what interests me, and the mind, body, spirit, and soul connection, and different examples of it. But I have to keep things simple, otherwise we'll be here all day. And there's a lot that I can say there, but I got to kind of bottom line things, because us women go zigzag. Men are more bottom line, but especially where it gets really emotional and everything. But I want to keep it simple, where especially what I have found in the area of, especially, I'm looking at it more from the point of view as a singer and as a musician. And also, but where, and I had talked about that in another talk where I had said fire and ice, where you cannot be cold here, warm, receptive, and frozen. We're not going to sing that song. Let it go. Okay. But you cannot, the way that you do in one, you'll do in the other. Okay. Already done. But let's apply that now a little bit more. Let's apply that a little bit more to music, because all the messages were wonderful and I learned something from everyone, but my heart is more when the Serbian accord, I felt that was a touch from God. I felt that it was more like, and everything else was wonderful, but I felt that this was more personal, and especially my Serbian music, when I heard it from him, when he said that the way you are inside, that's the way you'll be playing, and that connection. And in the 80s, I had a lot of issues with numbness, not being able to feel frustrated, where I was kind of emotionally locked up in my cave, so to speak, and trying to reach up, but having that inner battle and so on and so forth. And that too also affected my singing. But what I'm finding is that when I'm turning stuff over to God, and also especially, and again, there's a lot of noise, so I don't know how this is going to come out. Well, not as much noise here. Evo banket cigane moj, where I was stiff as a board when I was singing it before, and and that's okay. It was my first time. And I was learning as I went along. But for New Year's Eve, that's one of those "come on, party till we pass out" songs. Just like for example, just like the Brindisi from La Traviata. Yeah, that's almost like the Serbian version of the Brindisi, and everyone knows the Brindisi. If I sing two notes, we're all going to sing along. And I found that on New Year's Eve, and especially with Zvonko Bogdan, the Serbian-Hungarian singer, where it was actually a medley. Evo banket cigane moj. Here's the bank. Play for me. You're going to sing. You're going to play. I'm going to sing, and then we're going to open the champagne. Champagne. That's a spontaneous moment right there. That I feel the more spontaneity when I'm able to turn things over to God. This is an example right here. A champagne ćemo otvoriti, popiti, Riesling ćemo otvoriti se. The words are, we're going to open the Riesling, the champagne, and then when the champagne, when that moment comes, the champagne will knock us down. So it's a really happy, fun party song. And I felt that I was able to cut loose also on New Year's Eve, and also the greetings. By the way, when I was talking in greeting in Hungarian and Serbian, I was describing what I was singing, what I was doing, and thanking everyone, and the greetings and everything, both in Serbian and in Hungarian. I felt that I was able to be more laid back. I was able to cut loose, so to speak. To let it rip, also because that's one of those songs where everyone in the Serbian community, it's like everyone goes nuts over it. So that I felt like I was able to cut loose and give it all, so to speak. And also that's a result, as I was turning things over to God, I feel, and I'm also finding out also that I'm able to play more than I thought I was able to play. And also that was Catherine's influence also, where that one particular colo, I'm going to do the tutorial on it. And again, that's turning things over to God, but that's also a little bit of experimenting, checking out on recordings on you. You can't grab it by heads or tails. You can't see what they're doing. That's why when I play it, I purposely play it slower, because I'm not interested in speed. I'm interested in precision. Got all that? okay, so that people can relate to it, people can see what I'm doing, and also that I would find out that I could play more than I would actually think that I'd be doing. And then I got to get going. God bless you. And one more thing, when we talk about positive energy, when we talk about the presence of God, we talk about when God's presence brings joy and peace and tranquility. The joy of the Lord is our strength. It's a weapon. Catherine is the personification of that. I can barely say that. It's like, and Catherine really helped me through a lot of difficult, God sent her through where she befriended me through a lot of challenging and difficult times. And also she softened me, and, talking about also the stony heart and where I'd be frozen and where I'd be numb. Catherine took care of that in 5 minutes, where I would feel that broke off the shell off of me. And also, I felt like my heart had softened, where she would walk in the room and I'd bust out laughing. Where she'd look at me and I don't even know why I'm laughing. Oh, it's contagious, like we were saying about the energies that were transferred. Or where I would be able to break down crying, and I was able to feel, I felt that Catherine tore down that wall, and where a part of me was numb, just so locked up in my cave, so to speak. And also because she's taller than me, so when she was reaching out to me and she would get in my face, so to speak, and I felt a lot of the walls falling off and everything, and she'd lay hands. Life is difficult. What am I crying about? Wonderful memories, good times. And also when she was reaching out to me, and then within 4 days, I didn't expect this. This was a blessing and a benefit that I did not expect to happen when I turned on YouTube. And again, I'm going to do the tutorial. Yeah, I couldn't even play it back in '08. Now I'm going to be doing a tutorial on it. That's one of the songs that I'm going to be doing a tutorial, where Tina Tovokolo Radojka and Živković, the Serbian accordionist, wrote it. She wrote a kolo for every member of her family, so to speak. And you can watch the recordings that I have on my YouTube page. And but what I didn't expect, it was like my ears, something in my ears had opened, or something where I was able to actually, and again, I have to sit down in front of the piano to show what I'm doing. But I was able to recognize, oh, here she's doing a grace note. Here she's doing a jumping note. Here she's doing a triplet. Here she's doing the bridge. So I was actually able to hear things. And I was so moved and so deeply touched. And where I had one of those God moments approximately in 2013, so to speak, where it was like God saying, okay, choose one or the other. You can't have it both ways. Who would you have lay hands and pray over you now? Definitely, I would choose Catherine. But I would choose the other for conversation. Absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful, like a page out of Vogue. Classy and elegant, reminds me of my mom. We're going to come up higher. Anyhow, God bless you. I got to get going or to take a break, and we'll see each other in a few moments.